Hello, everybody. This is Jan. Nice meeting you again. And today we have round 2 of 7 of the Grand Swiss Classic. And last week, it was last week, I won, which was really, really nice, of course. And today I'm playing against a world champ. It's at least called World Championship. It is also by the organizers from this league. It's an individual Champions League World Championship called thing. And I'm playing the current world champion, the winner of their last tournament. So he is pretty high rated. And if you saw the trailer, I'm of course fearing that I will be slaughtered. But as always, I'll give it my best, and we'll see. It will be a very interesting evening because right after this game, I play another one for the team championship that we are having for the ChessDojo. So it's going to be a long night for me, and we'll see how this goes, of course. With me tonight is also international master Balint Nadj, and I will never be able to pronounce it correctly. Balint, how are you?
Hello, chess lovers. Hello, Jan. I wish you a good game, and I'm super excited to be a part of tonight's game.
Okay, super nice.
I'll have an honor to do some commentary, and I believe this could be a really good and interesting game. So good luck, Jan.
Thank you. Okay, then as always, short explanation how this works. I will put out my headphones, which I have in here, and I will not be able to hear Balint, but Balint will be able to hear me when I give my comments to the game. And I will only put in the headphones once the game is over, so Balint can react directly to my thoughts. Then Slackwyyrm, I believe that's the name. I wish you a nice game, as always, and let's see how this will work out. Let the game begin.
Let the games begin. So as Jan said, this is the second round of the Grand Swiss Classic 2025 tournament, and Jan will be a black, and probably we will have again that Dutch defense. Actually, it was really nice to make some commentary about his game against Fabiana Caruana.
Balint, sorry for interrupting already. Have you seen it? He played d4, and it is going to be.
I knew that. I already
again,
mentioned
like against
what is
Fabiano
coming.
Caruana. So this is probably a very good sign, and I'm happy. And now microphone off, and I leave it all to you. Bye bye for now.
Bye bye. Yeah. So Jan actually doesn't know nothing else, and he just wants to play that Dutch e4. Really strange, effective gambit. D4, F5, and E4. So that is a standard Dutch defense, but now E4 could. I'm afraid that this could be some surprise for Jan. And also, I'm not sure. I played this line with white pieces, and the whole point is after Fe4, white will play the knight C3, and basically after that you cannot push D5. That is the main reason why this line works, because you cannot control that center, and you cannot maintain that pawn. So the pawn will be lost.
And again, sorry for interrupting.
After
Balint,
few moves,
this is
and
so much fun. I believe
give it
Slackwyyrm
back.
probably checked me out and listened to the stream from the game against Fabiano where I said I have no clue when playing the Dutch
Let's
except
go,
for
Jan.
these two
Thank you so
variations that I
much.
know, and I'm already out of book. So this will
And
be a long thinking time now. Usually once I, well, had studied it, it would be just move, 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 move. But here I have no clue, and I probably run into a opening trap and it's game over pretty soon. But we'll see. So now thinking. Oh my goodness.
actually I hear very badly that Jan words, so I'm not sure what he said about this move e4, and does he like that or not? But we'll see how he will react. One of the, as I said, most dangerous gambit against against Dutch defense, and he needs to choose what to do next. Basically, he has to take. That is the one complete necessary fact that must be taken on e4, and after that, who knows? As I said, after the fe4 and after fe4 and knight c3, d5 is not available move for black because of queen h5 check. That is the main problem, and d5 pawn is going down. If Jan give back that pawn on e4, that is
Super
not a big
talkative today.
problem,
I'm
and
sorry.
it's not a big deal.
Balint,
But
before I switched to the
you cannot give
Leningrad Dutch,
d5 pawn.
I played
So
the
the
classical Dutch,
main
and I
story
think,
here is
at least I tried to play,
Jan can take an
and I
e4,
think,
knight c3,
is this the
knight
Staunton
f6.
Gambit?
Knight f6 is one completely
I have no
necessary
clue
move,
anymore,
and do
and
not
I
push
knew it was kind
d5
of okay.
anyway
And
because of
6
queen
months ago, I would have
h5.
known what to play it because I had memorized it here. But for now, I have no clue. We'll see and find out.
So I will wait and I will mute myself for a sec. I'm just waiting for the Jan response. He's thinking too much. I'm not sure. Does he scared of this position, or maybe he knew what to do next? As you know, our old phrase is "we will see." Hello. Let's see what is coming from Jan. Oh, he's thinking so much. He said he was already out of book, and his opponent probably checked out his game and prepared this. Allow to suggest lines in chat? Of course. We have that fe4 finally. As I mentioned, after knight c3, the only mistake is if black push d5. So even now it's really bad if Jan push d5 because bishop f6, queen h5, and d5 pawn goes down. When white takes the d5 pawn, basically e4 pawn stays weakened, and that is a weakness till the end. So just keep going with some development like g6, e6, and you are actually in the main line of Dutch defense, and probably white needs to take the knight and later that pawn on e4. But we'll see. I'm not sure what is coming.
Hello, Barlind. And
Hello.
chat, I hope you enjoyed this game so far. To me, it's super amazing. I could laugh myself to death. And if my very good ChessDojo friend Quad X is in the chat, best greetings, because we over and over have the discussion. Is it good to spend time on Chessable studying openings? And I say yes, and he says no. And I wish I would have spent so much more time on Chessable and the course, but it is what it is, and so I have to find it out. Oh.
Okay, for now we are. I believe we are in book, and this was played already earlier, and it's not a big problem. So we can just g6. As I said, that is a good move. I believe that is a good one. Honestly, just d5 is a mistake. Everything else, in my opinion, is playable because in this position, if white wants to take that pawn back, that's the point he needs to take on f6, and after ef6, knight e4, and material is equal. But I believe this guy, his opponent was, as Jan said at the beginning, he's very well prepared. This Slackwyyrm. I'm sorry for pronouncing if I pronounce your name bad. Slack. Oh, VRRM. He probably prepares something directly against this structure, and as I said, Jan only plays this Dutch defense, so probably this is the most direct way to attempt and punish this this Dutch defense main opening for Jan. H4 is a standard idea to push h5 and destroy this pawn structure on the king side, in the same time leaving that diagonal h5 e8 very vulnerable. So Jan needs to do something about his development, and he needs to see how he's gonna develop his king side and make his king safer. As you know, and our old stories, we will see. So We are just waiting for the Jan move. Then I'll do something. I'll comment his move. Yeah, we'll see. Hey, hello. We are. I'm back, and we are waiting for the Jan move. Actually, now is really important to pick the right direction where we are going in the future, and this could be decisive. This could be decisive for the game. Probably one mistake could lead black in big troubles after h5 or after some logical normal moves for white, like queen d2 and long castle. So in that case, for sure we'll have the different side castles and hetero castle where the kings could be exposed, and of course in that situation both sides wants to push his pawns on the wing and on the side where the opponent king is. So we are waiting for Jan bishop g7 or d5. Now d5 is available, and that means you have a protected pawn into the center. I believe white will continue with some just simple move f3, because he wants to take back pawn into the center, building some, we call that full center, building the center with the pawns e4 d4 without black pawns into the center, without black present into the center. So that is a big deal for white. Also, the other story is, what if he push f3? You have to react. If you take on f3, white can take that with his knight, developing another knight, keeping control into the center, and probably his attack is super fast. So really tough story for tough position for Jan, especially if he doesn't know the theory of this variation and how to play next few moves. Next few moves could be decisive for him. And of course, when we are playing with black pieces, that is
Hello,
really
Balint, and hello,
difficult, and
chat.
we must be really careful at the
Balint.
beginning. Yeah, I'm leaving you. to Jan.
I think it is very good that you're always referring to me as a chess baby, because this is a perfect example why I am a chess baby. I have no clue what I'm doing here. I'm trying to stick to basic opening principles, but still I fear I run into something and will be mated with the queen on h5. And yeah, I'm sorry for everybody that this is probably so boring, but I'm sure that Barland will tell the most amazing stories. And just in case you are bored, Tata Steel tournament is going on right now, and I saw Gukesh winning last minute against Giri in well, Gukesh had a losing position, a winning position, and Gukesh made it, and also Leon Mendoka against, who was it? Vincent Keimer. That was also something like this, and I hope this is going to be the same, of course. That Slackwyyrm is going to lead all the way, is ahead in time, and I managed to do a last-minute turnaround win, but probably highly unlikely. So, back to the game.
Hello. I'm back, and basically I just forgot about the name, and I checked. This is the Staunton gambit of Dutch defense, Alekin variation, and I believe the best move. Ah, bravo, Jan. This is the best move. Very nice. Now is a big difference is we black has a pawn on g6, and that pawn is the main protector for against queen h5 threat. So white cannot take bishop f6. Black takes the bishop and queen h5 is a really dangerous maneuver where you can take the d5 pawn, and e4 stays literally without any chances to survive in the future. With this d5, I believe this position is still completely normal and playable for black. Here, Jan can continue with bishop g7. Also seems really logical, and it's not the end if he cannot develop his king and make a short castle. The other option for black is also to develop his queen side, like a knight c6, bishop f5, queen d7, and long castle. So maybe the best way to hold the flexible situation about the king. But I believe white will not allow a slow approach for black, and he will react probably directly with h5 or f3 or queen d2 with a short castle, with a long castle, which gives him good attack prospects. But you know the phrase, stay with us and you'll see.
Oh my. So I'm basically regretting that this is not a series of blitz games. So then I could just play, lose it, and go on to the next game without thinking. But yeah, this is just so bad. And yeah, and I have something good to say, by the way. And just yesterday, or 2 days, no, yesterday, well, 2 days ago, yesterday, I applied for membership at the chess department of FC St. Pauli. That is the club that is like half an hour away from my home. And Magnus Carlsen is number one there now, playing in the Bundesliga for them. And but that is not the reason why I applied. I just needed a club and thought, well, why not? If not now, when then? If that is proper English. And so hopefully in like some days I'm a teammate of Magnus Carlsen. So that's the positive note here. Yeah. And I don't know if I should be embarrassed or just laughing at myself. And it's just amazing. So I know I have opening study to do, especially in the Dutch. And Balint always asks me, Jan, do you prepare for your opponents? And I tell him never, because I just think if I would start opening, I basically have to do lots and lots of opening preparation. But this is at my current stage not, I think, the proper way to do. Maybe in half a year or so, but not now. And this is just something where the opening went really bad, and because of lack of opening knowledge. And I take it as is. It's okay. It happens now and then. And yeah, it is a nice reminder to keep on studying. Yes.
Actually, what I want to say about this approach for Jan, basically now it's too late to think about other options. You have to take, and you spoke about approximately 5 minutes, and basically that is the problem. Why you just have you need to do this move exactly ef6 before 4 or 5 minutes. So save that time, Jan, for the future, because obviously some troubles are coming and you need to calculate and spend more time. For this bishop f6, you stop and you don't have any other move. So immediately you can take that bishop back. That is what what I can tell you and what I'm suggesting for everyone. When you have a so obvious move, for example, check with the knight, your king is into the castle, and you have to go into the corner, king h1 or king h8. Do not spend some time and thinking about some stuffs and moves from the past. Just play at this moment. After that move, when you have some choices, then you'll stay. Then you can stop and see what is the best. And we have, yeah, really interesting variation where white destroyed the king side. G6 pawn is really deep, But I believe Jan's position is completely correct, and you can expect some. You can expect some interesting middle game and plan to remove the king from the center with a long castle. So very interesting, very nice situation. At this moment, I'm a little bit worried about white move, probably one of the best one. Yeah, hello, Rango87, and welcome the Levitan 0. Also, Mariko Play Chess, welcome. Thanks for writing some commentary on the Twitch, and thanks for watching, and to have a learning evening with me and Jan. Basically, right solution. Yeah, I think h5, losing precision time, bishop f6, g4, bishop e6, hg6. Very nice question. Yes, this is a problem. Some g4, g5 now or later. Black should yeah, of course, long castle is coming, and that is the only and the last safe place for black king. So fast development like knight c6, queen d7 is, are completely necessary, these fast moves. And now the question is how white can continue and what he's gonna do, literally his next move, because I believe this move is could be decisive for white. He need to do something radical and you know, to prepare some instant threat. Otherwise, Jan knows what he needs to do. That is a simple queen d7, attacking the g4 pawn, knight c6, and instant, very quick long castle. When black king is safe on the queen side, we have a story and situation with the bishop pair, and I believe black could be a better. So seems really interesting position, but you know, we'll see what is coming. We are waiting for white move, and now I believe it's really important what is coming. Anyway, stay with us. I expect very complicated and very difficult game.
Hello, this is Jan again. By now I noticed that I'm looking bad, but not as bad as I thought I would. I really hope to bring the bishop to g7 and then somehow do a long castle, and then I should have well, halfway survived this. But this is just my hope chess again. And of course, I'm scared that he is thinking so long, as this usually means he is thinking of a mating net already. And yeah, it's quite interesting. And Balint, as you know, when Balint, you ask me how are you, then I always say tired, hungry, and sleepy. So just before the game, I was in the kitchen, basically watching Tata Steel chess and also preparing food. So we had burgers with potato wedges and corn, and that was really tasty. Yummy, liked it. And now I'm so tired, like really, really tired. Yeah, so that's why I'm basically talking so that I don't fall asleep. And it's going, as I said, it's going a long night of chess for me. Another game after this one, and I see how I can do this. Now back to Balint.
Yeah, Jan's three main troubles are sleepy, tired, and hungry. That is the three problems beside uh, that story about the openings. He's every time, that is the most most important preparation. Be really well. Oh, we have f3 on the board. So tired, sleepy, and hungry. Avoid that, and you have chances to play a very successful game. As I mentioned, this move is a really dangerous move. In my opinion, I was quiet because I'm not sure does the young opponent watching our stream, and I was scared about f4 option. So in my opinion, f4 was much stronger, much stronger because the direct threat is f5, and at this moment Jan doesn't need to take the pawn on f3. After f4, of course, he's probably forced to make that en passant ef3 to take that pawn on f4 because of obvious f5 threat, and then pawn chain g4 f5 g6 gives white complete control, full control over the on the king side. Semi-open file, h file, and h6 weakness in the future. Of course, then the question is, you guys mention into the chat that move bishop g7. In that case, bishop g7 is actually really nothing. I'm speaking about that variation if white goes with direct f4 move. Jan took a pawn, which is in my opinion not the best solution. Actually, after f3 probably I will pick the move queen d7. So f3, queen d7, and g4 pawn is hanging. If white takes fe4, we can take on g4. In this situation, and that was played actually really fast. That is what I don't like. So maybe if Jan thinks a little bit more, or if he stays more time checking that position, he would probably see that is there is the other options, and there was a chance to play queen d7 to continue with that idea, play queen d7, knight c6, and run away with your king on the long side. In this position, at this moment, I'm not sure. Queen d7, bishop f5, and then something radical, something strange like I'm not sure. Maybe short castle. Seems really crazy, but I'm not sure what else. And now, in my opinion, white is in a driver's seat. He's better, and he can force something what he wants. Long castle, knight e2, knight f4, bishop f5. That bishop on g7 is seems really bad. Anyway, we'll see. Hello. I'm back, and please leave some comment, give some suggestion. I am actually I stayed without ideas, and I'm not sure what to suggest for Jan. Does knight c6, queen d7 works? Is that fast enough? Crazy story with a short castle. Maybe it's possible, maybe it's not. Because of that, I'm scanning. I believe that knight c6 is one of the most direct responses, and d4 is hanging. Follow up with queen d7 and run away with your king, Jan. Otherwise, into the center, only troubles could be expected. So queen side development, knight c6, queen d7, long castle, and that's it. That must be done in next few moves. Anyway, as I said, thanks the Levitano, Rengav 87, and Mariko Play Chess to be with us, to stay with us. If you have any commentary, if you have any idea, please write into the chat. Maybe we can discuss a little bit about that options. Thanks.
Hello Barland, hello chat, this is Jan again. And now I'm thinking of several things here, and I think for every one I'm too slow. So let's go through them quickly. So I'm fearing his knight to b5 with the queen to f4, having a double attack on the c7 pawn with a nice knight fork, of course. Then my bishop is a really bad piece on e6. So I'd like to get my king out of the way as soon as possible, castling longside, but I need 2 moves at least. So so far I don't really find a way how to do it best here. So yeah. Why not starting first with the queen to d7? Then if he brings up the knight, fine. Well, we shall find out, and it's a terrible game for me. It's really bad because I'm always torn between just giving up straight away because I didn't know it and I will probably lose, but I like to fight and just embarrass myself in front of everybody, but that's just what it is. I don't care. And yeah, we'll see how long I can keep it up.
Hello, hello. I'm back, and Jan played this Queen D7 move. I'm a little bit worried about this idea and this move. First of all, I will not tickle the wounded lion with this move Queen D7 because obviously Bishop F5 is coming, and the serious threat is Queen E3 or E2. The bishop on E6 is pinned. In my opinion, better move was knight c6, attacking the pawn on d4. Also, bishop f5 in that case is not available because knight d4, or seems like that. With this queen d7, bishop f5 seems like a standard casual response for white, and I'm a little bit scared what is going on at this moment. If Jan has to take on f5 after bishop f5, white will connect his pawns, f5 g6, and that bishop, that is a big pawn on g7, sniper without target, without open space, sitting into the corner of the closed room. So that bishop must be improved somehow. But of course, yeah, maybe Jan checking some priorities, and maybe the priority is to push to develop his queen side, knight c6, long castle. That is almost necessary to be done in the future. I'm not sure why Slackwyyrm JJRM thinking about these options. Bishop f5 seems completely obvious move and must be played, seems like that. No other solutions. But we'll see, yeah. We'll see. So I'm back, and we have that bishop f5 position. Yeah, thanks the Leviathan. No, Knight c6 was better, in my opinion. I also believe that. At this moment, after bishop f5, the main problem for Jan is what is coming. For example, just queen e3. I'm actually really worried about that move. If you just play knight c6, queen e3 or something like that, double attack the bishop on e6, or just long castle and all good. We have two options for black at this moment. First one, both of them seems really ugly in my opinion. That is a problem for black, because I think Jan has to take that bishop on f5, gf5, and white pawns are really strong, and bishop on g7 really pointless. No targets, no open diagonals for him, and he stays weakened for a longer period. Something else is a crazy option to go with a short castle, or just standard idea to develop his queen side and run away with his king on the long castle. So knight c6. Three options: bishop f5, short castle, and knight c6. Yeah, Rengo 87 asks what is going in this position and what he missed. Basically, nothing special. That was obvious continuation for white to establish full control on the f5 square, on the light squares, keeping this bishop on g7, big pawn on g7 is the weakest piece on the board, and that is the reason, in my opinion, why white is much better. More space, better activity, faster development, and that is the main that's are the main pluses for white. Anyway, what we can expect in the future, as I said, knight c6, short castle, or Jan has to take on f5. No other good solution for him. Yeah, short castle is crazy, but feels like the fastest idea. Exactly. Thanks, Mariko Play Chess. Because white still has to play queen e3 before taking. Knight c6 is an other way to develop that, and maybe after queen e3, which is my main knight
and hello
move
chat.
for
I
black.
have
Knight
an
d8 is coming
emergency, and the emergency is I'm out of sweets.
to
Nothing to
protect
chew on
this
anymore.
bishop twice.
And
Nothing
I'm losing
else.
a pawn somehow here. But I think that's the best outcome. There's so many possibilities here. I could take the bishop. He could take with the queen, has a double attack on the pawn. But it would be even better for him if he takes with the... Well, I could just go c6 in this case then. So... Why not? The fun part is if I talk to you, Barlind, in chat, the best ideas come up to me. I hope they are the best ideas. This still looks all ugly. I'm fearing, of course, that he doubles up. Like, yeah, that's the reason. Yeah, so if I take the bishop, he could just check me. And if I defend myself with the... Oh, I have to think before I tell stupid stuff here. This is a tough game for me. Tough.
Hello. I just want to thanks Renga 87 to asking this one. Basically, we work earlier, and Jan
Sorry,
is
it's
a
me
member
again. I
of
just thought a little
ChessDojo
more.
team,
And
and
first I thought
he's
that, well,
learning
take the
the
bishop,
openings.
and if he checks me, I just go with the rook to f8. I already have the ugliest rook on h8 and the ugliest bishop on g7. They're doing nothing. I mean, the bishop is defending, and but still, I'd like to have an open, active game. But I'm so pressed into myself, and it is just really bad. So, opening knowledge for the win is the motto and the learning of the game, I think, here. We'll see.
Yeah, I was quiet this period, and yeah, I helped him. I helped Jan earlier, and we work a little bit about tactical stuffs, and I learned him some strategy. Basically, we never work on the openings, and Jan is a member of ChessDojo team, so he has some curses where he's and he's working alone. As I said, I knew that he's gonna play Dutch defense. That is really flexible opening because you can play against everything. Only e4 and g4 could stop that f5 movement. Basically, f5, knight f6. Two ideas: Leningrad variation, g6, bishop g7, short castle, or maybe stone wall with e6, d5, c6 at the beginning. So Jan learns alone these openings. He likes that, and I'm not involved in this in this position. Obviously, the problem is in the modern chess today. Everyone can saw your game and what you do before. So if you are making some mistakes in your games, you must to analyze immediately after and correct them. Find another approach. Otherwise, you can repeat the same mistake and you can lose without any fight. because your opponent just using computer for preparation. Later he just changed the way in the right moment, and you are in trouble. As I said, Jan's problem is he's only a Dutch player, Dutch defense player, so that is kind of predictable for his opponents, and as you can see, a lot of time wasted and
Hi, Balin. Sorry for
in the
interrupting
opening.
again. Hello, chat.
Mhm.
I hope for you it's a wonderful game because of the roasting of myself. I believe Balin is roasting me for my bad options, but that is fine, and he usually does it in a humorous way, as Balin is a funny guy. And so here I'm thinking now of options. Like, what can I do instead of taking the bishop? So what happens if I put the queen to c6, for example? Then I probably would have to defend the... it's a terrible idea. It doesn't work because I would have to bring the king to d7, and then sooner or later my d6, d5 pawn is super weak, as I could be punished badly for it. So I have trouble finding a good thing here, and maybe the option is really to trap in the bishop and rook. We'll find out. Oh, hello guys, hello guys, hello guys. I think by now the safest square for my king, and to not totally trap in my kingside pieces, is c7 for the king. So d8, c7. I will take some time to think of it.
Hello, I'm back, and I'm a little bit surprised with this Jan choice. He took on f5. In my opinion, that is completely necessary. I'm not telling that is good. That is, you have to do something, and to avoid that unpleasant pinning on the e file. King d8. Whoa. We have that situation where king has to be removed from the center, but now we have a very bad bishop on g7, and I'm not sure how long this game could be unclear. I'm scared that is going in one direction, in white direction. Knight g2, knight f4, knight e6 in the future. e6 is a very vulnerable square, and that is a main problem for Jan. Also, this is actually really slow, and the king. Maybe c6 was inaccuracy. I didn't give any opinion about that earlier, but c6, maybe knight c6 was a slightly better. I'm not sure, is that possible, maybe to sacrifice or just goes with desperado mode, I for the eye, to give that d5 pawn and take d4 pawn. Maybe in that situation black can be more more flexible for the fight, and with more options. And now I'm scared that king is actually really bad, and main problem what to do with g7 bishop, and how to stop obvious approach knight e2 f4 e6 without any blockades to stop that. Yeah, knight h3 on the board. I've seen a bit of his streams. Just to answer about this question, yeah, he's a fighter. That's the fact. But what his Jan style Rango 87, I'm not sure. So we worked some period, but he was completely
Lebanon,
beginner,
hey
and
chat, this is Jan
he likes
again, and
when
now I think,
I'm
why
calling him
didn't
chess
I
baby.
just short castle?
Yeah.
Yeah, now I'm starting to laugh probably, but maybe that would have been a nice thing to do. But probably all moves are bad, so we'll see. Here his knight on the outpost e6 is ugly, and so far I have no clue how to prevent this, as he can double protect it by the rooks that he's probably bringing up on the e-file. And so I'm still breathing, and we'll think of something. Jan is out. So yeah, to with c6 he gives himself the option knight a6 f4 knight c7, but that is all very passive. Yeah, you are completely right. One good fact for Jan is that situation
knight f4 is not available at this moment because f5 pawn is hanging. But for that operation, white just needs to bring the, for example, queen g4 or rook on f1 and later, or rook e1. That is also very good. Rook de1 or probably rook de1, and then knight f4 is coming, because in that situation queen f5 doesn't work because of direct knight e6 check, discover attack, and lady from f3 will take the young queen on f5, so that is the problem. Rook de1, knight f4, and knight e6 check, almost unstoppable. A knight can also jump on f4 without going to e6 and still be annoying. Exactly. Yeah, chess baby. When I start with him, I was his first coach. He was completely chess baby, and he was full beginner. Nothing to say, no experience, no style, how he played, what he likes. And
Yes, by now
basically,
I
I
could
helped
bite
him about
myself
some
in the
tactical
bee
stuffs, a
to
little bit about
not having
strategy, and
castled.
we also work
But it
about
is what
some
it is,
endgames. And I
and I
believe
should
that
stop
is the
thinking about that
best
lost
approach and best way to help someone who
salvation,
starts with
but
chess.
find something. And to me, the knight on the outpost e6 is game decisive, so I really don't know what to do against that one. There are so many options for that. I was thinking of like h5 and bishop h6. But then, of course, as I don't have double rooks on the 8th rank, it's not protected, and so it's all bad. But it's still bad anyway.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Rengo 87. I did not finish my thoughts because Jan has few words about position, and obviously he's struggling so much. So at the beginning, from at the beginning of the 20th century, Russian made some first chess school, and they establish the supremacy in chess world. And of course we have the most grandmaster from that country, and they are probably one of the best chess nation. Of course, in last period, India is coming, and some other countries becomes super force in chess. USA, of course, China, India, and Russia, like in real life. Anyway, the Russian starts to with his kids basically with reverse logic. they are not working about openings with the kids. So first of all, they learn them end games. After that, middle games and tactical stuffs, and then the final touch is openings. So at the openings, we have very simple rules. Just take a center, play with one piece just once, and if you do that, if you manage all of these stuffs, you are playing good openings. It doesn't matter will you play London, Dutch defense, Scandinavian, some other stuffs. Basically, that is the correct approach. Oh, Jan blundered this, but obviously this position was really ugly for him. And of course, after this, the position is completely lost. The bishop goes down on g7, and yeah, oof, Capablanca style. Yeah. So we are approaching the end of this game, and I'm not sure when and how long Jan will play this, but in my opinion, and I know him, he will respect the opponent, and when he lose the last chances for something, or maybe he'll try with his last hope, Jan will resign, and this is completely lost position. Queen d6 was the final touch for him, and after knight f4, knight e6 was just final piece of puzzle for white. Anyway, as I said, we works a little bit strategy, some end games, basic end games, and some tactical stuffs. With the black pieces, I know he have a lot of troubles and problems with the black pieces because it's more difficult to play openings with the black pieces. GG, Jan, that was, yeah.
Ugly.
You play well. Mm-hmm.
Very ugly.
Very ugly, yeah. Seems really ugly at the end, and I'm really sorry. Basically, the problem was at the end you don't have a chances to stop his knight e6. That was decisive hole, and that you mentioned that outpost for him.
Yes.
That was the problem.
Yeah, first of all, Slackwyyrm, you played very well, and I believe Barlind, you told the guys about the opening preparation that I usually do, which is none. Yeah,
Which is none.
just not existent. And
You are honest. That is. It's okay, but you know what you want to play, and that is a Dutch defense, and that is a Scandinavian. So maybe I need to sure about that because this tournament is still on. You'll be again black in 4th round, and your opponent can prepare against you. But anyway, after every game, you can learn something, and
yes.
where you made mistake. Actually, I watch a little bit this game and later theory, and the right moment, everything was correct until move number 10, and something like, I don't know, maybe last chance was knight c6. Do you want to check that together?
Yeah, hold on.
Okay, let's do that.
Yeah, wait a second.
By the way, thanks guys to support us and to be with us. Thanks
Yes, what
Mariko
happened?
Rengo 87, and thanks to the Levitano Levitan 0.
Leviathan, Gaurav, yes.
Yeah. So yeah, I try to answer about the question. And why do you think people struggle with the black pieces? Because that is a fact, and that is obvious. He's hitting first, he's punching first, so you need to do something against white, and every time he's hitting first, right? So will he knock down us earlier? That's the point. With the black pieces, our job is just to hold and trying to equalize the position, and that is in every opening. With d4, c4, e4, knight c3, knight f3, white strike first. That's the problem for black pieces, and especially it's much easier for white to take more space, to take advance, to be faster at the beginning, like was in this game. And you can see just small inaccuracy with black pieces could lead you in really ugly situation, and almost uh, no chances to save the game. It's much easier to play with the white pieces. You are faster, you are playing first, and you can choose what opening you'll play. That is the reason why I believe the uh in the biblical use I see monster identified to in different passages with whole, yeah, and the crocodile. Thanks for explanation,
Sure.
Rango. 87. Anyway, yeah, let's check this game. Let's learn
Yeah,
something about today game.
hold just on.
Uh,
I asked
mhm.
Slackwyyrm if he'd likes to join the audio chat. So I'm going to invite him if that is okay with you.
Of course, he's
Okay.
welcome.
Mm,
He'll give us some of his thoughts, and
yes.
some ideas what he, or
Yes.
maybe secret preparation. That is also.
Yeah, we
He
find
was
out.
obviously prepared, very well prepared for this
Mm.
game,
That was
and
just by
he saw
chance.
what
He
we're doing.
didn't know. So, first of all, Slackworm, I believe you are listening. So, can you send me a friend invite on Discord? My handle is life can be so nice. So I just write it into chat. Which chat are you in? Are you in YouTube or Twitch? Just let me know so I can write it in there. Or I just write it into both.
I was chatting on the Twitch. Thanks, guys.
But not with the opponent. So we have to
Thanks, guys,
quickly set
to
this
stay
up.
with me. That was cool.
Yeah, I was just
Also,
looking through it. Thank you so much.
questions.
Thank you everybody for cheering for me, of course. Ah, he is on YouTube. Okay. So it is life can be so nice. Yeah. So just
Uh-huh.
send me a quick
Hello, David.
invite.
Yeah, David.
Köhler.
Congrats.
Mm,
Was
mm,
cooler. That was a
mm.
really nice game. Very good preparation, and we will learn something today. Yeah, Jan,
Mm.
I send you on Leeches. I send you some file where with your games and our common study. Wait a sec. Is it possible to?
Yeah, it will be
Anyway,
just a short second, a
you can add
quick
your
second.
opponent, or we will just speak about that, and we
Yeah,
can
I'm just
hear
waiting for
some.
the friend invite on Discord. So we are
Uh-huh,
chatting
okay.
in your Discord channel, and that is only available to people who are in your Discord. So we need to invite him to your Discord channel, and then he's able to chat in the general audio channel. And that's why I'm waiting for David's invite on Discord. And then we are ready to go. So David, let's see if it's coming up. I'm clicking here. No, not yet. Okay, so just giving him some more time. Barland, this was so depressing because I knew right away from the start when he played
Uh,
e4.
do,
That is.
do not be
Mm,
do not be sad about this
mm,
game. It was all preparation, and I believe the plus for you will be you'll learn after today what to do against e4. I also play this gambit with white, but actually during today's stream and your game, I realize I will never play again with the white pieces. Believe me, black could be really, really good. That is in my opinion, of course.
mm,
Someone, of course, like this gambit, but you'll see. You have a good responses at the beginning, and position is actually equal. So you play
yeah.
well until move number 10 or something. H6 was pointless. Queen d7 and you're okay. And after that, everything goes with the flow.
Yeah, we find out. So he says he can't find me on Discord, so I believe we just have to live, unfortunately, without David in the audio chat, but he's in the text chat, so that's fine. So I have one question before we start with the post-mortem, David, is did you prepare, yes or no? So this is my question to him, of course.
Of
Okay.
course,
Mm,
I can tell
mm,
you,
mm,
he was prepared.
Okay. Okay. So then I'll
Okay,
just
we are waiting for response.
mm,
Um,
mm.
for that time, you can enter in the common study.
Yeah, I will. I will. Hold on. I think
Hold on.
it is our usual study that we both share, right? So I should be able to do it
No,
like this.
it's not. I send that in the private chat, I
Yes, and
believe.
private chat on
Or
Chess is never good because we are on stream and everybody will see my private chats. So that's why
okay,
I'm not doing it
so
there. Send it in Discord then.
I'll send
Mm,
here.
mhm. Ah, Patrick is the opponent from last week. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
no
Okay.
one can enter there. So yeah,
Hold
never
on.
mind. I think I found you on Discord.
Mm,
Hey, I come.
okay.
Patrick
So where
Kushner.
is it?
Thanks to
Hold
coming,
on.
I came. Now on your opponent last
Friends.
week it
Now I
was
have a pending friend invite. It is David. Oh,
you.
there he is. Okay. So I accepted. Nice. So now I have friends. Okay. Then let's see online. David. There he is. So wave to David. And then I can now send him the link, hold on, to your Discord, and that is invite people, and usually there is a link. David, invite, yes. David, you've been invited, and join Barlin's Discord channel and then use the voice channel, please. That would be nice. Okay.
David
So
is here.
just
Welcome,
waiting a
David.
second. Yes. So here
David,
we go to
many time.
study, game study. And we are here, so that is nice, and we can also see it well in the chat. That also works. And Patrick again. Patrick was last week's opponent. Yeah, it was a pity that I lost, but we just see the reasons why in a second when David joins the audio chat and we start the analysis. And I'm really curious. And I wonder, is Quad Exe in the chat? I believe he is not, right? Because Barland, I really have a quarrel with him from time to time because he always says, well, Chessable is bad. You have to study all the openings by yourself and everything and just get the general overview. And I just like to stick to my 3 openings that I know, but learn them more deeply, which I obviously didn't do for the Dutch so far. But yeah, that is something that I need to do. Okay, we find out.
Oh,
There
hello,
he is.
hello,
David, hello.
hello.
Hello, can you hear
Nice
me?
to hear you. Nice to hear you, David. Congrats.
Yes,
Thank you.
congrats. Okay.
David or David?
Both is fine. I mean, I
Mm,
would go with David,
mm,
but it's
okay.
Okay.
If
I-
you speak English a lot, you get used to David.
Yeah, okay.
Uh-huh.
David,
Thanks.
my first question is, did you prepare, yes or no?
Yes, I did, yeah.
Okay. Okay, thank you for preparing.
Good preparation. Good
Yes,
preparation.
honestly, I hate to play against the Dutch. I just don't like the positions, and usually I play like an even. I play an even crazier gambit, which is a d4, f5, g4, and this. But I thought maybe Jan would have been prepared against this, so I thought now maybe I mix it up with like the Staunton gambit, which I never played before, and yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, you played well. So I just want to say something about this one. As I mentioned during the stream, the main point is for black. I played this opening, this gambit when I was kid, and of course d5 is not available. So d5 is a serious mistake because of course queen is coming on h5, gives a check, and d5 pawns goes down. So that is the main problem why this d5 doesn't work. Knight f6 completely okay, bishop g5, and g6. As we can see, the position is seems still equal. Now we have many different moves: f3, h4, queen d2. All three of them works. Why you pick h4, David? What was?
It was that was like the first move the engine recommended me in that position. And
Mm-hmm.
also I thought this is a very interesting idea with h5, and then I think it's objectively equal, but black has to be very precise.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
And yeah, and I thought this would give me in practice a lot of chances, especially if you are better prepared.
Yeah, of course, especially if your opponent doesn't know how to react. H4, H5 is coming. You have really natural moves. How you felt about this move on H4? What was
I
you were a little bit stunned, right? You spent some longer periods after H4, yeah, some long time.
I would have needed to spend long times for every move he would have played.
Yeah.
And for me, I just hated it right away because I knew my king side is really weak or will be really weak. And he was just going for my throat right away. So we didn't like that, of course.
So we have a nice book, Game Changer, and that is a book written after the match of Alpha Zero and Stockfish. So we saw multiple ideas, and we knew that from earlier. That is actually really effective way to develop your rook. If you push h4, h5, and of course king, this diagonal h5, e8 is completely vulnerable. So you should stay focused, and yeah, that was now you played d5. That was all good, and the crucial moment was in this position. I believe this is very logical and doesn't need to explain so much. This one, of course, now is not available because not anymore check, and d5 is safe. You will take that normally, and bishop pair. That is the something good for black. For white, of course, really simple approaches all could be a really effective to attack g6 to fast development, or f3 to put some pressure on the central pawn, and if black takes, knight immediately goes out with normal development. And now, yeah, this is what I mentioned, Jan. At this moment, okay, look at this. You have 43, 34. Strange numbers, but anyway. David took there on f6, and you spoke approximately 5, 6, 7 minutes. I don't know. And then you took back. So
Yes.
this type of move, yeah, no, I'm sorry, it was not 5 minutes, but you spend almost 4 minutes about ef6. Even this move doesn't work. The problem is not now. The problem was before, and you should take immediately. Do not spend, neither 10 seconds for this type of moves, because if you will not take back, you will lose the piece and the game is over. You cannot seriously expect you'll have some chances later. So do not spend the time for this type of moves. Yeah, you spoke about some other other stuffs, but
yes, it was so
anyway,
interesting to me.
the point is save your time, save
Yes.
that these 4 or 5 minutes maybe will means to you in the future. Yeah. Okay, so after this and now g4, this was your preparation, David, right?
Yes,
You-
this was basically like the main line or the main computer line, and yes, I was quite well prepared.
Jan, what do you think?
I think it is super mean to prepare.
You knew that your opponent is prepared, and also you played very well. Even in that case, as you can see, you are equal, and the position is 0-0-0. So you just need to continue with the logical human moves. Develop your pieces. And this was probably a moment when you break your position, when you do something bad. So this inaccuracy is starts with some serious troubles, and after this move the evaluation just goes down, and white is better and better and better. Did you taught David about this move, f4? Are you thinking, did you thought in that moment to play f4?
Yes, but I think after f4, black has to take au passant, and then it's same position, but I wasn't quite sure. Yeah, but I thought, yeah, after f4 he just has to take au passant, so
So
because I think you can't really allow f5, or maybe you have to play f5 yourself, and then I'm not sure.
maybe I have to stop that f5. That's the point. So as you can see, computer gives +1. The other your move f3 is 0.5. What is the difference? You are forcing him to take. In my opinion, from human perspective, of course, computer will tell us something else, but this is not possible. Completely seems really ugly. This pawn chain is really deep and very well connected. So just continue with normal approach, queen d2 long castle, and black is in trouble. Instead of that, Jan, when David play f3, in my opinion, queen d7 is much better move. Yes, computer will say that doesn't change the situation. I'll take your pawn on e4, but in my opinion, you have some chances to stay active. I at first of all I thought you can take here. Now the computer suggestion bishop b4, but anyway, this seems like maybe you can do something. Of course, some crazy knight d5. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's really tough to see, but anyway, also at this position, okay, Jan thought about the move around 1 minute. Yeah. Jan, what do you think about this?
I was not expecting him basically to bring all of his pawns like in a real storm right away, but yeah, it is for me all something that I need to learn. And as you said, I shouldn't be sad, but take this as a nice learning experience, and that's what I'm trying to do.
Do not be sad about this one, because you played against very well prepared opponent, and of course this is a computer line. So instead of h6 in the future, you can see just queen d7, good move, stabilize your h7 pawn. And this is probably the reason why I said that I will never again play that Staunton gambit, because the position is actually really equal in my opinion. White need to react on some specific way to protect here, or radicalize this fight between the pawns. Will you take or leave that? Anyway, you must act. What do you think, David? What did you have any secret weapon after queen d7?
I analyzed a bit this, but then yeah, I think I would have probably played bishop d2 and e2. And I think I looked at some lines in this one with the engine, but it's basically all 0-0 in the end, and it can go quite fast into an endgame where it's like, yeah, more or less equal, and white has nothing. But I thought, well, I'm higher rated. If he finds it, I can probably play that for a while and see if he makes a mistake.
Okay, so yeah, as you can see now, black position is better, and just developing the queen side. Kings run away from the center, and who cares if you take? Jan can take back, and seems normal position. Just ignore computer evaluation. We cannot follow him. We are humans, so we just need to things on the normal, proper human way. Some crazy, fast and unexpected stuffs. Okay, we can see the ideas, but our calculation is usually based on some logical action reaction story. So queen d7, knight c6. That development goes further, and as you can see, black is completely okay. In this case, he's giving some g5. You see, David, this is a really crazy move, and I cannot realize why. Yeah, the computer giving this pawn, and yeah, queen h5 something. Okay, it's crazy, queen g7. We have some lines like, okay, this doesn't work, bishop f7, and at the end still knight c6 follow up with long castle, right? Okay, can we go further? Do you have some questions?
I have no questions, just a short remark. And Barland, I think that finally this game opened my eyes to a total another dimension of chess. Yeah, because that opening preparation, as you always know, and preparing for your next opponent, for me it was always like, yes, at my level it's not needed. Yeah, but if I'm meeting an opponent like David and who prepared, I'm just dead right away.
That is not true, because he was really well prepared.
Yeah, but I have to say, I mean, maybe as a advice for the future, and especially like lead chess is really like inviting you to prepare, because you can see like every game of your opponent, so you just basically can almost entirely see what he plays against that and that, and so
and
lead chess
David,
is
there's
really inviting
also
you to
yes,
prepare,
there's
and if you play
also
like in classical leagues or something for long, then everyone there prepares like 5 hours like a grandmaster or so on. So yeah.
Yes, David, there's also a website that does the analysis of your opponent's games for you from chess.com and lead chess. You just need to put the usernames in,
Yes,
and you
I
get
also
it.
used that for against you. Yes, I wanted to see how you would react against Staunton
All
Gambit,
right.
but there was
Okay.
like 5 blitz games or something, and not much information.
Yeah.
So Jan, this is the moment where you need to add some other opening in your collection, or to memorize every small detail in your opening in that Dutch defense, and become some kind of expert. And doesn't care who, you don't need to think about that, who is your opponent. You should believe in your opening, and I'm really good prepared. I will play a good opening and I'll have a good game. That is the way how you need to think, or just to be more I don't know a good word, but to play more different openings, and gives more troubles for your opponent about preparation for the match against you. So
Yes.
now just remember this one, and
Oh,
this is the benefit
Balin, sorry,
of
sorry. I
frameworks.
need to interrupt right
Mhm.
away because QuadExe just came into the chat in Twitch, and he was like cheering, "Yes, openings, Jan." And QuadExe, I was talking a lot about you during the game, even because I was telling Balin that we have these different opinions about the openings. Yeah, and I still think just having um, not a big variety of openings, but knowing them well is the way to go for me. And I would have loved to spend lots of time on Chessable QuadExe to know this better. Then I would have had a way better chance. So yeah, I believe we will be eternal enemies on the opening opinions, and but that is all right. Okay, so that was just my shout out to QuadExe. Okay, sorry.
So
Mm,
benefit for today is this queen d7 move,
mm,
and you'll know that just
mm,
after this you'll see you can parry a lot of tough opponents and stronger players than you are at this moment, Jan.
mhm,
Just fast development, you know the what you need to do. At the end you'll use the plus of the dark square bishop.
mhm,
David doesn't have anymore the bishop on dark square bishop,
mm.
so if you finish your development with knight c6 and long castle, I believe you are completely okay, and you can play against everyone this position. That's the point. So learn your opening, what you like, and play on max. Small details are really important. Go really deep. Sometimes the players telling that oh, that is the 17 move or something.
Mm,
He will not. He doesn't know that.
yeah,
Who knows?
but
Maybe
Balin,
he'll know that. So
yes,
you must
Balin,
be prepared for that. Mhm.
Balin, this is so interesting because, but then QuadExe will tell me, Jan, you're playing only 3 openings and it's boring to play against you because it's always the same. But during the World Championship, I heard in a stream with commentary that Gukesh was playing one single opening with White for his entire career until he became GM. So I think that is
That is
okay.
that is not true.
It's not, no?
I can tell you for sure.
Mm,
That is not true.
okay.
Okay,
Mm,
only one
mm,
opening, e4, right?
mm,
And
mm,
million options
mm,
for that,
yes.
million different stories about that opening,
Yes,
or
but he never played F3,
night.
D4 or something
Uh,
else. Mm,
here is the response for the question on Rango 87 asked me. So
yeah.
he said, why do you think that is a problem with the black pieces? You are tempo down, and you must be precise at the beginning, because you just late few meters for your behind your opponent, and you need to run to catch him. So
Mm-hmm,
that is a kind of race. You wants to catch him, but he's a faster few steps. White is a faster few steps. Only after 20-30 moves you are ready to catch him or be equal, and probably that is in 30 moves. If you have a 0-0 according to computer, that is ugly, boring, drawish position probably. But that's
mm-hmm,
it. That is the destiny for black. Anyway, if you choose something like f5 or d5, Scandinavian or Dutch defense, you can be attacked immediately on the second move, and you need to know this one. D4, F5, E4, and if you made a small inaccuracy, your position is like in the game, boof, plus 2.5, 3, instant. Okay,
Yes.
so let's go further with this one. F3, okay, maybe F4 also forcing to do that. Otherwise, I believe F5 is really ugly for you, Jan. And you took after 1 minute of thinking, and now Knight C6 or Queen D7. This Bishop G7. Yeah, last. This is not inaccuracy. This is mistake. You made him a big pawn. You know my joke about that bishop without target and without view. So sniper in the corner, in the dark room, and sitting into the corner. So what is his purpose? Maybe you plan maybe you're planning to go with a short castle, but I think it's not enough, because they will have a bishop here, knight G3 here and here, and unknowing knight. Simple maneuver, natural maneuver with a knight, or maybe like was into the game, knight here and F4, and what to do. So some holes here are the main problem for black, for you, Jan. So Queen D7 instead of Bishop G7. No, it's not possible. Maybe Knight C6. Sorry. Even as you can see, computer, even in this case, he gives this one. If white take Bishop G7 and complete compensation, right? You catch him literally with development. You develop your two bishop, just Knight C6 long castle, and I don't see the problem for you. But
These are
after
all,
Bishop G7, this was the one-way ticket.
yes, and these are all lines I didn't spend a single second on. It was just not on my radar, not at all. I was just playing this like an auto move or something.
Yeah.
Just protection, and you're good. But I didn't think of the development of that bishop at that moment. Only when I talked about it at the end of the game, that my rook and the bishop were so useless.
Yeah, that Bishop G7. And now I can, nothing to say. I basically stopped to Knight C6, last chance. But in that case, I'm not sure what is coming. Is it possible? Oh, just normal. What was your thoughts about this, David? Will you play Knight G2 after Knight C6, or something else on your mind?
Most likely Knight E2, yeah. I wasn't sure. I also tried to calculate some lines where I would just long castle and sacrifice the pawn, but I think that's not necessary.
Exactly.
But yeah, I thought I have certainly a better position. I have more space. Yeah, the bishop on G7 is not that useful.
Big pawn.
Yeah, so I thought, yeah, but yeah, I kind of expected Knight C6, and then I thought that maybe Knight B4 could be annoying in the long term.
Anyway, Knight B4, that is not a big deal. That is just forced you to put the bishop on the perfect square. Also, this one, Queen D7, I was worried, Jan, and I mentioned that Queen D7, you're forcing your opponent play. How to protect this one? That is the only way. Just Bishop F5, right? It seems completely natural. And then I just realized, oh, this is a problem.
Yes.
And you should take. And yeah, now you spend a lot of time. As you can see, 15 minutes, almost 15 minutes, 29:48, and we have 16:32. The best move according to computer, but I believe this position is already done. What do you think, Jan? Did you felt like, oh, it's over? Probably you felt at this moment. I saw your your face, and you were so.
I believe my face didn't change from
more
move.
story.
I believe my face didn't change from move number 2.
Yeah. E4 was complete shock and surprise. Anyway, today, as I said, the benefit of this game was is that fact you learn how to play against E4. And in my opinion, as I said, I will never play again that Staunton Gambit, but actually I really rarely playing D4 first move, and I thought that is okay. I can maybe make some dynamic on the board, but this approach, Bishop F5, Queen D7, and Knight C6 long castle probably gives Black almost equal position in every lines. And yeah, now it's just a matter of time. King is not safe. I mentioned earlier, maybe at this moment, maybe short castle if you are crazy enough. But that's me. I didn't expect from you to play something like this.
Yeah, but
Anyway,
you heard me. I was like,
doesn't help so much. It's
okay.
Seems. What do you think, David?
Yeah, I expected actually something along those lines. I thought, yeah, maybe short castle. I mean, just because I don't see how to get the king out of the center. But I think, yeah, this is just. I mean, I don't have to do much because I'm just so much better. I mean, there's still no way to get the bishop out, and I can just long castle and then bring my knights in, and then I think I will win this in the long term, or maybe not even in the long term, but yeah.
Exactly. More space, more activity, better development, still big pawn on G7. So that's are the pluses in this position for you, and of course you don't need to force anything. You can just continue with the long castle, finish your development, then use the open E file or semi-open H file to press this, to push, to make a pressure on this H6 pawn. And yeah, I think it's more than enough for you to win this game. And yeah, now the problem, the big serious problem, as Jan mentioned, is this E6 outpost for the knight, and this big pawn can't do nothing about that. Now after knight H3, Jan, you should play this move, and that was a suggestion from Mariko, and basically that was a chance to protect E6 square. But anyway,
Big shout out to
David, you can
Mariko. I
just
haven't thought of it at
you can
all.
play just Queen G4, right, and Knight E6, and then this one, or Rook E1. Also, yeah, this is the problem, Rook E1, and now you can just play this move. I cannot take because Knight E6. Bye bye. Check, discover, attack, queen goes down. So no good solution and no good responses for for black. That is a problem with the black pieces. When you made one mistake with the white pieces, you still have a chances, or maybe you are minus 0.6 and still playable. But if you do the same mistake with the black pieces, you are, as you can see, like here, plus 3.8. That is the main difference between white and black pieces.
After knight h3, I thought maybe black has a chance of playing h5 and bishop h6 to maybe get the bishop out, but I don't think it changes much.
You're right. I believe that doesn't change so much, because you can just continue. Okay, you will not give me a check, bishop h6. Okay, I need to protect this one somehow, or maybe just to do the standard threat to give some protection for the knight, and that discover attack when and if Jan takes on f5, right? So knight f4, knight e6 is coming. If you just take the knight, then h5 is so bad, and obviously it's this position is seriously damaged for black. Yeah, queen d6, knight f4, knight d7. Jan, this was, and I just say bye bye chess lovers. See you next time. At this moment,
Yes.
it was obviously done, and your piece down. And I knew you'll respect your opponent. Maybe you'll try with your last idea, but I didn't notice anything good for you, so you just you were respectful and you resigned. It is good game, and do not worry, do not just experience how to play against Downtown Gambit.
Yeah, to me it was a big lesson, yes. And David?
Big lesson.
Yes.
Exactly.
David, how long did the preparation take you?
Maybe like an hour, 1.5, not sure. I mean, I was not only preparing in that time, so I was doing it like I was looking at your games a bit, and then I thought, yeah, maybe Staunton Gambit could be a nice surprise weapon, and then I was looking at, I would say, like the main lines, what Leech just gives us theory, and then with a bit of engine. And the engine and with h4 and h5, and then g4, that was like engine preparation, and I'm very thankful that you exactly played the line I prepared. That was very nice of you.
You're welcome. Okay, that is very good to know for me, because Balint, also info for you. I, of course, would like to study chess way more than I can, but I usually have like half an hour per day, which is not enough, I think. Yeah, but it's just what I have, and I take what I have. So also learning the openings from now on, it will take a while. So I don't, if I have an opening preparation that I can play well at the end of May, then I'm perfectly fine. Yeah, because that is the preliminary round of the German Amateurs Championship that I plan to play over the board. And there I'd like to play well. Yeah, so of course I'd like to play well here too, but it will just take me time to learn everything, and it will not be there tomorrow.
As you said, Jan, this was a big lesson, and thanks, David, you help us.
Yes.
And I believe we learned something new. I learned. So basically, I think you also learn something new, Jan, and you don't need to stop playing that Dutch defense. You just need to go deeper and learn some ideas and be ready for some surprises like David today bring to the board. So this Taunton Gambit probably could be paired with that fast development alongside.
Yeah. All right.
Anyway,
very, very nice. Okay. Then I have to tell David something else. And when I looked up Slackwyyrm, it immediately gave me that comic, from that Australian author. And it was so much fun preparing the trailer and everything. I was really looking forward to play this against you. So thank you for that too. It was really nice.
Yeah, thank you. That's actually where I got it. I love that comic. That's,
Alrighty. So then now comes the first and final commercial. If you're on Twitch or YouTube, please leave a like, follow. Following is always nice. And commercial is over now. You know the drill. And Balin, thank you for taking the time, of course. Thank you, everybody, for watching. And I don't take a look at the chats during the game. Yes, so I just read by Gaurav that he asked, is it okay to write lines into the chat? Yes, it is. I'm not listening. I'm not reading. I'm really just focusing. Well, not all the time focusing on the game, but I don't check chat and audio. So that is perfectly fine, of course. Yes, with that, final words, David, by you?
Sorry, I did not understand what you were just saying. That's
I was just asking, do you have final words before we close the stream?
no, thank you. It was a very nice play with you.
Do you have final words before we close the stream?
Yeah, yes, it was. Thank you. It was a very nice play.
Oh, replay is on. Okay. So,
Yes,
okay. So thank you, everybody. And we are going to rate someone on Twitch. And Quad just said
Thank-
complementary weapons, Jan. Yes, one weapon is enough if I know that weapon well enough, you know. All right. So,
yeah. Thanks, guys. That was a pleasure, and I think we learned something new today. Congrats again, David, and thanks to joining us. Jan, big experience, as you said, big lesson for the future.
yes. Thank you, everybody. Bye bye.
goodbye.
Bye.